Tony Robbins, Leo Barbuda, Tim Ferriss, Charles Duhigg, James Clear. These are all very successful men who talk about the importance of habits. My boys, the world of habit formation has shifted. Back in the day, forming habits was all about willpower. People would just try to force themselves to stick to a routine in hopes that it would eventually become second nature to them. But gone are the days of just trying to use willpower to form a new habit. People have gotten smarter and they're taking different steps, like using psychology and tech. They know that there's more to forming good habits. They know that they need to understand why they want to build that habit, and then they need to understand how to incorporate that habit into their daily life. So the idea is that by using these strategies, people are finding it a lot easier to make habits stick and turn them into long-term lifestyle changes. Look, guys, the struggle to form good long-term habits is real, but it is possible to overcome it. So in this video, I'm going to be giving you guys all the knowledge you need about habits, all the way from how habits are formed to how you can incorporate them into your daily life and how you can choose the right habits. I'm even going to throw a bonus on top of that and let you guys know what I think after years and years of testing are the most effective habits. So y'all already know what I'm about to say. This ain't Xbox. This ain't PS5. We ain't playing no games, so we're going to get right into it. But let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Let's start by understanding how habits are formed at a high level. Guys, when it comes to habits, I like to think of habits like little invisible strings that move us through life. They can propel us to success or they can hold you back. Good habits can fuel your success or bad habits can weigh you down. The good news is if you master your habits, guys, I believe you have the power to master your direction in life. But with that being said, let's take it a step further and get scientific on these boys. Now, when it comes to how habits are formed in the brain, I think it really helps to visualize like your brain being the computer and the software running on the computer is your habits. Because guys, the more you use habits, the stronger they become. Just like you can upgrade the software on your computer, you can upgrade your brain software by changing your habits. And by pinpointing the triggers that set your habits off, you can then switch those habits out with better ones. It's kind of like hacking your own brain, bros. Seriously, the sky's the limit here. Now, there's a lot of benefits to developing positive habits, but I just like to think of it like this. Habits are the soil in which the seeds of success, the seeds of wealth, the seeds of growth, they all grow. If you nurture them daily, bro, watch your life become abundant. It's pretty simple. But just like everything in life, there's good and there's bad. And there definitely are some challenges to building positive habits in your life. So first off, just so you know, creating new habits is helpful, but by no means is the shit easy. It's hard and it's going to take some work and it's going to take some discipline, because sticking to new habits can be a real challenge. But don't let failure discourage you in these situations, and don't let procrastination and distraction sabotage your efforts, bros. Those are the two biggest enemies of habit formation. Think of distractions and procrastinations like a battle and you are the commander. The only way you can win the battle is by being intentional with your time and prioritizing your tasks. But guys, you gotta trust me at this point. I'm not just gonna send you into a battle with the sword, so I'm going to arm you with everything I know about how to build positive habits. See what I did there? Yeah, I know.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Okay, guys, all these tips that I have pretty much come from a book called Atomic Habits, and I'm gonna just keep it 100, bros. That is the realest book on habits I have ever read. He literally covers everything, so I'm not gonna be saying anything that is profound here. But with that being said, the first step to building positive habits, guys, is starting small. By starting small and putting things into manageable tasks for yourself, you allow yourself to build confidence and momentum. And before you know it, bros, you've established a routine. Your small and tiny habit is just something you do automatically now. The next thing you need to do is you need to stay consistent with your habits. And I don't know how many times I have to say this, but I believe discipline and consistency are two of the most important traits for men, and without them, they are doomed. So I don't know if y'all know this, but I had 2 shots to get back in the league after I was cut by the Cowboys. So back when I was at home prepping for any potential tryouts that would come up, I was working out with this guy named Fozzie Whitaker. He played at UT. He played running back at UT around the same time that I did. And every day we worked out together and we worked out hard, but also every day he would do just a few things extra that I wouldn't do. For instance, we would work on the running back route tree. He would always stay after to continue to work on that and continue to work on one route in particular. He would also stay after to ice tub and stretch and just do all the little things that I refused to do. And little did I know that my lack of consistency was going to come back to haunt me in a big ass way. A week before, we both got the call from the Carolina Panthers. They told us both that they bring us in for a tryout, winner takes all. But a week before that, I hurt my back, and so I was compromised. Now, luckily, I miraculously recovered enough to even do the tryout, but I was at about 70%. So when we get to the tryout, guys, they have us do a full workout. They have us really go through everything. And I think I'm competing pretty much at the same level as Fozzie. I think it's neck and neck at this point. Then they had us go through the running back route tree. And every route that we both did was on point until we got to the last route. The one route that I would always skip when we worked out, and Fozzie would work on it. Anyway, he runs the flat route, catches it just like I've seen him do 1,000 times before. I run the flat route. I was confident in my abilities. That ball hit my hand and bounced off in the sloppiest way possible. I almost fell. And I already knew right then and there the tryout was over. And so y'all know what came next. Ozzy went on to play for the Panthers for the next 4 to 5 years, and I'm out here working at Yelp, slanging clicks. Now, I told you guys that story because staying consistent with your habits, staying consistent with your disciplines can be the little thing that separates you from achieving your lifetime dream or failing like I did. Trust me, I know. Now, the next step is building positive reinforcement for your habits. Guys, the more you do your habits, the stronger the connections in your brains become. And then throw on positive reinforcement on top of that. What it's going to do is make your brain crave that reward, making habits easier to stick. I personally allow myself a fun activity every time I complete my habits for 7 days in a row. My brain has started to crave that reward. So it is more motivated to do my habits all week. Another thing you can do is make your habit a non-negotiable part of your daily routine. And what I mean by non-negotiable is it don't matter if it's raining. It don't matter if it's snowing. It don't matter if your house burnt down yesterday. You are going to get out and do those habits no matter what. By making that habit a non-negotiable, you're going to make sure that habit becomes a part of your daily routine. Now it's time to throw some tech in the mix. That's my favorite part. So guys, if you really want your habits to stick, I recommend using a habit tracker, guys. Now there's 1,000 different apps out there, but the app I use is called Habitify. And man, I don't know. There's just something so rewarding about opening up your phone, going to that app, and then checking off that habit for the day. Just that little sound, the little buzz, whatever it does, there's something so rewarding about that. Y'all laughing now, but once you try, you'll believe me. And then the last step to making habits stick is setting up your environment to support those habits, guys. Trust me, your environment can either be your greatest friend or your biggest ally. Seriously, good luck trying to break the habit of going to the hub every night if you keep the lotion by your bed. Boy, you ain't breaking no damn habit. Do yourself a favor and change your environment to one that supports you and doesn't hurt you. Now, I know what you're thinking. Glass, how do I choose the right habit? And bros, I got you. You know I got you. The next step to building and choosing the right habits is by evaluating your current habits and actions, evaluating your goals and your value. Look, guys, habits are like the fuel that you put in your car. If you get a luxury car, if you buy a damn Ferrari, bro, you don't want to put 87 gas in your Ferrari. So why would you settle for habits that don't elevate your life? What you need to do is take a moment to think about what is truly important to you and what you want to achieve in life. Once you've done that, then you need to add the habits that can best support you and best help you get to those things. For instance, if you're looking to calm your mind, bro, try some damn yoga. By choosing habits that reflects what most matters to you guys, you're going to give yourself the best chance to stick with that habit in the long term. And then the next step is to act like a scientist. Yes, a scientist. This means regularly testing, reflecting, and assessing your progress towards your goals and your habits. By doing this, you're going to get a better understanding of what's working and what's not. You're going to be able to make informed decisions about which habits are actually helping you and which habits you may need to refine. Guys, remember, habit formation is not a one-time event. This is a reoccurring process. So stay curious, stay testing, and find the best one for you. And now, as promised, my favorite habits. Guys, look, after years and years of testing, big habits, small habits, stupid ones, ridiculous ones, these are the habits that I find most effective. Not all of these will apply to you, bro, but if they do, then just take it. If you don't want it, then just leave it where it is. The first habit that I think is my favorite is visualization. The benefits to visualization are endless, bros. I find it not only helps me envision my future, which could activate the law of attraction, but it also focuses me on what I need to get done in my day-to-day life. The second thing is doing a power walk. It's something that Tony Robbins came up with, but this is where I use the opportunity to habit stack. I do my facial exercises. I get my motivational playlist going. I look at my goals. I visualize my goals, and then I listen to some more motivation on the way back. But the power walk also gets you some exercise. It gets your body moving, and it gets you some vitamin D. Yes, the sun helps us with energy. So it gets you all those things, and you can do all these habits on just one walk. So that's why I love it. And then the last one is called Power 5, but I changed it to Power 3. And it's just simply where I choose the 3 most important tasks or habits that I can do that day that will progress me towards my goals. And then I take those 3 tasks and I physically put them in my calendar. This just helps me further prioritize and prevents me from overbooking. And now, guys, goddamn, I feel like I've talked so much this video, but now I have given you guys pretty much everything I know about helping you form positive habits. You see this? This is a basketball. That is me passing you the basketball. The ball at this point is in your court. You have all the knowledge, you have all the information you need. So now all that is left is for you to go take some action. So my question to you is, what are you still doing here? Go put in some work. Get the fuck out of here.